Hello there. I'll be reading to you today from Kim Stanley Robinson's 2020 novel, Ministry for the Future. Chapter 8. Humans are burning about 40 gigatons, a gigaton is a billion tons, of fossil carbon per year. Scientists have calculated that we can burn about 500 more gigatons of fossil carbon before we push the average global temperature over 2 degrees Celsius higher than it was when the Industrial Revolution began. This is as high as we can push it, they calculate, before really dangerous effects will follow for most of Earth's bioregions, meaning also food production for people. Some used to question how dangerous the effects would be, but already most of the sun's energy stays in the Earth's system, then leaves it by about 0.7% of a watt per square meter of the Earth's surface. This means an inexorable rise in average temperatures. And a wet bulb temperature of 35 Celsius will kill humans even if unclothed and sitting in the shade. The combination of heat and humidity prevents sweat from dissipating heat, and death by hyperthermia soon results. And wet bulb temperatures of 34 have been recorded since the year 1990, once in Chicago, so the danger seems evident enough. Thus, 500 gigatons. But meanwhile, the fossil fuels industry has already located at least 3,000 gigatons of fossil carbon in the ground. All these concentrations of carbon are listed as assets by the corporations that have located them, and they are regarded as national resources by the nation-states in which they have been found. Only about a quarter of this carbon is owned by private companies. The rest is in possession of various nation-states. The notional value of 2,500 gigatons of carbon that should be left in the ground, calculated by using the current price of oil, is on the order of 1,500 trillion US dollars. It seems quite possible that these 2,500 gigatons of carbon might eventually come to be regarded as a kind of stranded asset. But in the meantime, some people will be trying to sell and burn the portion of it they own or control while they still can. Just enough to make a trillion or two, they'll be saying to themselves. Not the crucial portion, not the burn that pushes us over the edge, just one last little taking. People need it. The 19 largest organizations doing this will be, in order of size, from biggest to smallest, Saudi Aramco, Chevron, Gazprom, ExxonMobil, National Iranian Oil Company, BP, Royal Dutch Shell, Pemex, Petróleos de Venezuela, PetroChina, Peabody Energy, ConocoPhillips, Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, Kuwait Petroleum Corporation, Iraq National Oil Company, Total SA, Sonatrach, BH Billiton, and Petrobras. Executive decisions for these organizations' actions will be made by about 500 people. They will be good people, patriotic politicians concerned for the fate of their beloved nation's citizens, conscientious, hard-working corporate executives fulfilling their obligations to their board and their shareholders. Men, for the most part. Family men, for the most part. Well-educated, well-meaning, pillars of the community, givers to charity. When they go to the concert hall of an evening, their hearts will stir at the somber majesty of Brahms' Fourth Symphony. They will want the best for their children. And that is Chapter 8.